Hello there. Today what we're going to show you is a program called Photopea. It is actually on the web as a web browser, not web browser, but a web site that all you have to type is the word photo and the vegetable P, all one word, photopea.com, just like this. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually remove the background or something out of a photo, so that maybe you don't want something in there or you would like to just concentrate on one thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so we have submitted pictures. One is of my son and his best friend dressed up as the ugly stepsisters in a Cinderella production, and another one is my daughter when she was at IU before the Ohio State game a few years ago that was on TV. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up from the computer, and this is the picture I'm talking about right here. Okay. Now, in Photopea, uh, it is called Magic Cut, and right here under Select Magic Cut, and what it does is it goes and takes. You can kind of see already how we've dropped some background out. Okay. The green means this is the area you want to keep. So let's say I want to keep my son, but I don't want to keep his friend Nate. I like Nate, but I'm saying maybe I don't want him in the photo. And so here on the left, you can see I'm clicking, and you can see over here it's coming back in. So now what we want to do is we want to get rid of Nate, and it's the red button, and you draw over what you don't want to keep. And you can kind of, I'm just clicking now, I'm just holding my click. You see how that works? Okay, and we're going to get rid of this over here. Let's see right here, this person's, okay, like there. And you can actually change the size of the brush right here. So now let's say I want to make it really big and really easy to wipe things out. Okay, and right here. Now it's going to have to, here's where it gets kind of tricky. Okay, and if I just click, see I lost too much hair there. I can hit Control Z, it'll go backwards. Control Z means undo, and it's always the last thing you did. So now I'm going to make my size smaller here. So let's go like 5, which is kind of hard to see, but getting it. It's really close to the hair, so okay, not too bad. And I can go clean this up. So I'll say okay, and you can see if I turn the eyeball off. Okay, that's what it did look like before. This is what it looks like now. Now, if I want to erase a little bit more, okay, I hit my eraser tool, and I can go in here and if you hit Control Plus, this will zoom in. And so what you do is you just go in here like this, and notice that it's kind of edges are blurry. It's called a feather effect, and really that's what I'd like to have. So now watch. Oh, come on. See how it kind of feathers the edges? They're not pixelated as bad. Okay. And let's say this was Nate's shoulder. Again, you can change the size. So I can go in here. With this tool, you kind of got to know how to do it, and you can't get too close, because if you get too close, then you lose stuff. See how it's kind of changing the hair, the edges. Okay. Okay, now let's zoom back out. Not too bad. Maybe we'll go down here and clean this part up right here. Okay. Now, if I wanted to, yep. So I thought, let's say I want to lighten the picture up a little bit. If you hit Control L on your keyboard, it's called levels. Excuse me. And you can see this is the dark or the shadow area. This is what's called the midtone, and this is called the highlight. If you can see, I can adjust the highlight, so I lighten up the face a little bit. I can adjust that a little bit, the midtones. I can pull this up a little bit. So it's a lot, it's a little stronger and you can see it a little bit better. Okay. So it really does help. Let's say, and if you wanted to just do the red, you could go here and give it, okay, I want a little less red. Okay. Or I want more, let's see, the green. Ooh, that's too much. Ooh, that's, you see what I'm saying? You can play with that. Okay. We'll say reset. That's going back to the original, what I had. So I'll go back here again, pull this down. Remember the midtone. I always want to move the highlight first to lighten. Then you can adjust your midtone. Okay, I'm going to click OK. Now, last thing, if I want to make this a little bit smaller, see it's 6 inches by 10 inches. This is called the crop tool. And I'm going to say crop. And I just want to crop. I want to click and drag what I want to keep. There it is. So I've done this. Now I'm going to go File, Save As a PSD, and I'm going to say, my last name, Tilly, mask out. I'll get rid of all this stuff. And what it's going to do is it's going to save it as a PSD file, which means I can adjust it again. Let's say I wanted to come back and lighten something up, or make the ruffles or something. I can do something. Okay, I can play with that. Now the name doesn't show it here, but watch. I'll close that. I'll open. These are PSD files because they're blue, and it says PSD. Okay, so this is Nelson. That's the photo we just had. And if I want to go File, Export out as a PNG file, I can do that. There is another way too, right here. PNG file is like a JPEG. Okay, so you just hit the download button, and it says background, but we want to say Tilly. I'll do the Tilly mask out, but I'll get rid of the. I don't want to have to type it again. But I'll get rid of the PSD. Okay, and now I'll say open. Let's see what we have. There it is. Okay, so I could send that to my phone, things like that. That is how easy this project is. I think it's really fun. It's kind of nice, and you can. I could put another picture behind here, and put Nelson in a setting. This photo of him, I could put him in a castle. Okay, so then that's a really cool project. But this is just the beginning to remind you or to teach you how to do it, or even to help you remind you how to do it. So this is called Photopea. The project's called Mask Out, and I think you'll have fun with it. Photopea is really easy. Uh, I think the tutorial on Google Docs is excuse me, um, there in my eyes, is in Photoshop. And if your computer works and you want to use Photoshop, great. You want to use Photopea, great. It's Photopea does a lot of things that Photoshop does, and I think it'll really help you out. So, hope you have a great day, and hope you had fun doing this. And we'll see what our next lesson is going to be about. You guys take care. Bye bye.